Welcome back to our training program for the Prayer Ministry Divine Appointments. This is step 3 in our 5-step training program, How to Respond with Empathy. Empathy is the capacity to understand or feel what another person is experiencing from within that person's frame of reference. It is the capacity to place oneself in another person's position. Or put another way, it's the ability to share someone else's feelings or experience by imagining what it would be like to be in that person's situation. An essential element in ministering to others is the capacity to respond empathetically. Ask God for discernment to understand what they are going through and what they are feeling. What is their tone of voice? What is their body language telling you? How is their view of the future influencing how they are responding today? Using empathy will allow you to come alongside people with hope as you pray for them. So how do we communicate or convey empathy? As a person is sharing their request, which may include a tragedy, an injustice, or a great struggle, your response can empathetically connect you with another person. A response such as, wow, oh my, or even just a sigh can communicate the following. Your feelings count. You're not crazy. This is a big deal. You're not alone. You matter. Using the following types of questions continues to build empathy. How long have you been dealing with this? What is the status in your situation now? And after hearing their answers, your next step is to make what we call a best guess statement. You know, if I were in your shoes, I might be feeling, or, you know, if I had your experiences, I'd probably be feeling the same way. That makes sense. You know, I think I'm beginning to see the level of pain or discouragement you must be going through. As you prepare to pray, make your best guess assessment by speaking into the underlying crisis of belief that they are struggling with, whatever that might be. It sounds an awful lot like you are struggling with God, and how could God do this to me? That's a crisis of identity. It sounds an awful lot like you are struggling with a lot of guilt over what has happened. That's a crisis of regret. It sounds an awful lot like you are struggling with how could a loved one or friend or those you trusted have treated you that way? A crisis of control. Listen for clarification as to what is going on in their heart to lead you in your prayer time. And once that's taken place, you're ready to transition to prayer by saying something like, "Thank you for trusting your circumstances with me for prayer. Let's bow our heads together as I pray for you." No matter what the scenario, always ask for permission in laying a hand on someone's shoulder or hand when you pray with them. In our next step, we will be learning about how to point a person to God in prayer.